Tottenham Hotspur drop into the bottom three. Jamie Redknapp, Chris Sutton share their views on De Zerbi in his first game against Sunderland. De Zerbi says he enjoys Postecoglou's football and hopes to get back to that at some point. And Andy Robertson likely to become a Tottenham player provided we avoid relegation. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lee and this is the Daily Tottenham Headlines. If you are watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment in the comment section below. If you are listening on audio platforms, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So, headlines today. Spurs are now in the bottom three for the first time this season after West Ham won 4-0 against Wolves. West Ham have reduced their goal difference to -17. Tottenham's is now -10. Spurs have 7 games remaining, and Roberto De Zerbi takes charge of Tottenham for his first time away at Sunderland on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. The last time Spurs were in the bottom three outside of the opening 3 games of the season was the 17th of January 2009, 6,292 days ago. A draw over Portsmouth lifted Tottenham out of the bottom 3 on goal difference. A win away at Sunderland on Sunday would lift Spurs back into the safety area, but anything else would see us in the drop zone for at least another week. Speaking to Sky Sports, former Spurs midfielder Jamie Redknapp on the Roberto De Zerbi arrival at Tottenham, would he change the relegation fight for us? I don't know the answer to that. Is he a great coach? Absolutely, but the detail and everything he plays with. I remember the Brighton days and the way he played out the back. If he starts asking Tottenham players to do that, who are devoid of any confidence whatsoever, I think there's a huge risk right now. He just needs to find a way to win, find his best 11. He has to find a way to show aggression and desire, which has been sorely missing. They have to play with more energy. If they do, they have a chance of staying up. But if you ask too much of the players and put them into difficult decisions they can't handle, it's not going to go well. To implement that kind of football, you need a pre-season or 6 months. It doesn't normally work in 1 week. I know this window of the players being away on international break has worked quite well, but for me, it doesn't change that much just yet. They have to go to a tough place at the Stadium of Light and get a result. De Zerbi provided the team news ahead of the Sunderland game. Vicario is not ready after his hernia surgery. Rodrigo Bentancur is training, but he still remains unavailable. Roberto De Zerbi on players who have surprised him. In the last period, I watched a lot of games, especially of Tottenham. One thing is to watch the game at home, and different things is to work on with them on the pitch. We have very big players, young players. Bergvall, Gray, Tell and Simmons. We have older players who are very important. Van der Ven is a crucial player for me. Like Romero and Solanke, I want to see the same Gallagher I loved at Chelsea. I think I am lucky because I have big confidence in my players and their quality. I want to help them play well. Their characteristics are very clear to me. Pundit Chris Sutton on the Sunderland versus Tottenham game. What is De Zerbi going to do with Tottenham and how will he set them up? I've read about when he went to Brighton and how Lewis Dunk says it took the Seagulls players a while to get up to speed, external and adapt to his demands. The whole situation is just odd. With De Zerbi securing a 5-year contract despite only hanging around for more than 2 years at one of his previous 8 clubs. Good luck to him, but this is a difficult place for him to start. Sunderland's form at the Stadium Light has dipped, but a bit since they lost their unbeaten record, home record against Liverpool in February. but the Black Cats will be buoyant after beating Newcastle their last time out. If Spurs are going to play the type of football we associate with De Zerbi, they will be open and expansive and take risks, but they will have to have confidence to do that. Sunderland are a team that came up into this game with belief. They had a brilliant season and their incentive must now be to stay above the Newcastle in the table. Sutton has predicted Sunderland 1, Tottenham 0. De Zerbi has stated he wants Tottenham to play like the Ange Postecoglou Spurs. He said, I want to keep the ball. I want to see Tottenham I watched with Postecoglou again. Because in the first season, when I was in Brighton, Postecoglou was here with a lot of these players. It was one of the best teams in terms of quality of play with Pedro Porre and Udogie and Van der Ven and Romero in build-up. I would like to see this again. In the embargoed press conference released Friday evening, De Zerbi was asked how he aims to keep the side in the league. He said the focus is just on Sunderland. My focus on the Sunderland game and then Brighton, then Wolverhampton, one step at a time. These qualities of the players made me think I can save Spurs. The guys know the situation is very difficult. But if you watch Liverpool versus Tottenham, if you watch also Atletico Madrid in Madrid, I think they show their qualities. They show the right spirit sometimes, but we have to show it for 90 minutes and we have to believe in ourselves. Because the most important part of football is the mental part. You are used to speaking too much about the style of play, the tactical disposition, blah, blah, blah. By the end, the mental part is crucial in every work, especially in football, especially in this moment in Tottenham. The Spurs under-21s were in action on Friday night at the Lameck Stadium, Stevenage. They beat Wolves 1-0. James Wilson with the only goal of the game. James Wilson is on loan from Hearts, scoring from the penalty spot. On Friday, the Athletic reported that Tottenham Hotspur are in pole position to sign Andy Robertson this summer, subject to retaining Premier League status. The 32-year-old is focused on Liverpool, so nothing finalised, and also interest from Europe. But Tottenham Hotspur Football Club are the leading contender to do a deal if relegation is avoided. On Saturday morning, Italian journalist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano said Tottenham have a verbal agreement to sign Andy Robertson in June 2026. All terms in place, nothing signed, sealed yet, as staying in the Premier League will be the key factor ahead of proceeding. Robertson's ready to pick THFC project if relegation battle has positive outcome. So those are your headlines for today. Nothing there really that we didn't really know that was going on. Tottenham dropped into the bottom three, which is a massive, massive concern. Big psychological impact, in my view. It will help West Ham massively to know that they're out of it for even if it's just for a week. But the hope is that we can win that game on Sunday against Sunderland. However we do it, it doesn't matter if it's pretty. It doesn't matter if it's De Zerbi's way. It doesn't matter if it's Ange Postecoglou football. It doesn't matter as long as we win. Put ourselves out of that. Hope that the results for Nottingham Forest and Leeds around us go in a negative for them, and that gives us that bit of breathing space again. It's all in our own hands. It's up to us to do the business. And if we don't, then quite frankly, we probably don't deserve to be in the league. It's as simple as that. But you never know that we can get out of it. We've got some decent players in there. It's more about their heart, their desire, their concentration, and their ability to fight until the end. That's the key elements that we need to focus on. And I think De Zerbi in what he's saying, Jamie Redknapp in what he's saying, Chris Sutton in what he's saying, are all saying very, very similar things. It's not about how they play. It's about how they perform overall as a team. We can do it. We know we can do it. But that's where the focus really, really needs to be. And if it isn't, then we are in big trouble. So let's see. Will we get a managerial bounce off of De Zerbi? Fingers crossed. We hope to see that. Andy Robertson coming in, yeah, great player, a lot of experience, medal winner. But again, this is all down to relegation. Do we avoid it? If we avoid it, does it get us into the does it get us into the conversation? If we don't, then that's another player that we won't be getting. So it just shows how important it is to get this survival sorted out. So yeah, big game this weekend for sure. Let's see where it takes us. I don't want to drag the conversation on any more than I need to, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. As I said at the beginning, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment in the comment section below. Hit the follow button if you're listening on audio. Leave a review if you can. And if you'd like to come over and check me out, I am leader Dorset Spur with my own channel. Please do come across and say hello. I like to talk to my subscribers and get to know you a little bit better. So thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Up the Spurs.